Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Take Three's Watchalongs. We are 1 minute late, so shame on us, but we are here to watch my personal favorite movie of all time above anything else, which is something that surprises a lot of people because they know me as Lord of the Rings guy, but this is my #1 film ever made, The Princess Bride. So many great members of this movie. This is fantastic. And I have a great panel of Take Three members here to join me. First up, we have my usual partner in crime, Cody Newberry. Cody, how you feeling tonight? And are you looking forward to this movie?
It's really weird that I picked this movie with it being your favorite movie. So that's interesting how that works. It is in my top five. It's probably three. I absolutely love this movie. It's one of my most quotable movies. I literally say inconceivable probably twice a day, every day. And it never means what it's supposed to mean. But yeah, so I really enjoy this movie. I'm upset that Brooklyn's here, but guess what? We can't have, not everybody can get what they want.
We can't always have nice things, but we do have Brooklyn, Cody did spoil it, our third panelist today, Brooklyn Vale, the head of Jukebox Trivia and Late Night with Take Three, and probably keeper of chat tonight, if you can do that.
I can definitely
that would be fantastic. Brooklyn, how are you feeling tonight?
I am feeling dandy. I'm the nosy neighbor who decided to just poke their head in to see what's going on. Unfortunately, I am a dumbass and realized that Princess Bride is not on Netflix or any other streaming device that I have or streaming service that I have. So I'm just going to be that annoying girlfriend that just asks a bunch of questions about what's happening in the movie. Why is he saying this? So yeah, I'll relegate myself to the chat.
Perfect. That sounds fantastic. So thank you both for joining me. We are about to get started. We are on a blank screen before the lion comes up, and we are going to press play in 3, 2, 1, play. And, of course, the lion.
That's what you're meaning.
The Metro Golden Mayer, yeah, that's the studio.
I literally just call it MGM, but it's not a big deal.
Yeah. That means the same.
Oh, this movie.
This is this is my favorite movie of all time. I've seen this movie more than any other movie. I've seen this
really.
So you've seen this. So you've seen this more than Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
Like really.
Yeah. I've seen this movie close to 200 times probably.
You and my brother would get along. This is probably his favorite movie as well.
Yeah,
it's like I have the weird top three movies for me. It's like Lion King, The Departed, and Princess Bride, which we've done all since I've helped take over Watchalong.
We've gotten your top three in.
Yeah.
No, I love this. I also love the book, which does stray a little bit, and I will be speaking to that a little bit. But yeah, this is a very fitting movie. Of course, William Goldman recently did pass away, unfortunately.
Yeah.
We can talk more on that a little bit later. But the old cheek pinch just happened.
Which I still don't understand why grandparents ever thought that was an acceptable motion. Hey.
Maybe it was more so a thing to like make sure you're awake.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like that's the.
When I'm a grandpa, I'm just gonna headbutt my grandchildren and be like, "How you doing?" You know.
It reminds me of Scary Movie 3. It's like, oh, this is how we say hello, and it's like you choke somebody. It's like hello. No,
terrible movie.
Love that movie, and I will gladly defend it.
I've never seen a single scary movie.
Oh man, you are missing out on about half of them.
Okay.
3 is the best. 1 and 2 are good. We don't talk about 5, and 4 is passable.
Fair enough.
Look at that old Cheetos bag.
The real life Bambi.
That's loud. That was not what I tried to
copyright.
That was a misclick.
So Matt Currens, I'm not sure why, but he is saying fuck you, Rob. So
he's probably talking about the tweet I sent him the other day about how I don't like any of the Superman movies.
Yeah, I was talking to Cody about this actually not too long ago about how he's actually been portrayed pretty well in the DCAU, and I'm really frustrated on how they can't transfer the awesomeness of the animated work onto like live action.
That's true. I should specify I don't like live action Superman
Yeah.
movies. After seeing Superman 3 and 4 recently, as in
It
yesterday.
seems to be a watch-along thing that we talk about Superman in at least every one of our watch-alongs. Superman sucks as a superhero. I will just flat say.
I agree.
It was great for the time. He just doesn't hold up because his literally secret identity is glasses, and I can't stand it.
Right? No, it's so annoying.
I love the picture I saw. Like Lois Lane took a picture with Superman, and then at the end of it, it said, "Do you want to tag Clark Kent?" And she was just like, "What?" Yeah, it was great for the time. It just doesn't work now, and they can't make him. Batman changed over time too.
Yeah,
as you wish.
Fawn boy.
Show
me that picture.
Backcurrent's also saying, good to know that this is your last video on Take 3 for all of you. So I guess this is our last hurrah.
Okay.
Join Rob, Brooklyn, and myself joining Take 4 next door. We're opening up a sister channel.
Yeah, if you can subscribe at the end of this video, we'll plug it one more time. But our new channel, Take 4 Productions, we're going to do live watch-alongs every Wednesday at about 8 p.m. Eastern.
Late night with Take 4 on Thursdays. We'll do reactions on Tuesday and Friday.
Yeah.
And we'll actually be launching a summit that will premiere on Monday, but we won't call it the summit. We'll call it the peak. Join us on Monday.
Oh, dear.
And there will be no rhyme or reason on Saturdays. But sorry, we just can't carry that out.
No, rhyme and reason is now just Sandy and I. We just talk about hockey and Canadian stuff.
Join us for the Maple Leaf Round Table.
Maple Leafs are doing pretty good, actually.
No one cares.
Third in their division. They're in a wild card spot. Austin Matthews,
Can we see how great this story is for the guy? Because she shows the first thing she ever says to him, "I better see my face shining in that by morning." And then, weeks later, weak in the knees. So if you want to find true love, just look at your girlfriend or wife and say, "As you wish."
Murdered by Pirates is good. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh no! No, there's an eject button. Where is it?
Okay.
Oh man!
Fuck all of you.
Okay, I tried to guard the chat. I can't guard the hangout session. So you're yeah.
You
join Take 4 Production.
Fuckers! I have barely any voice, and I'm coming on here.
Matt, are you turning your application to Take 4? What
was that? Huh?
For one, that is even more. Fuck you, Brooklyn. Learn to say late night.
Hey, we're looking for a host for the peak after show of the Schmodown. We're looking for it. If you want to,
I know this really great person. She's called Kristen Smith. She's real good. By the way, first off, Take 4 has been a mind joke for quite a while. So, yeah, thieves.
Fine, Take 5. We're fine with it.
Okay, that's fine.
Bar.
Yeah, no,
let's just say Take 17. How about that?
Hey guys, you know what's funnier than Take 24?
Oh my god.
Take 25.
Hey, zing.
Also, Steven Hilberg passed away. We'll be talking about that tomorrow on Late Night Take 3.
So here's the thing. I'm not going to be on, of course, because I will not be able to be on late night if I'm on tonight.
Oh, man, who's going to read the news?
Fuck you. No, I mean, I just need to rest my voice. But seriously, fuck, I was not going to do this over messages. You motherfucker. Why don't you all go blow Spider-Man and Batman?
The greatest superhero?
In that order?
Right, no problem.
Yeah, fuck you.
Cody blows hourly, apparently. So
that's true. Wait, Cody, are you watching Princess Bride on your phone?
Yeah, for streaming purposes, it's easier to download it to this, so I don't have to use Wi-Fi. I'm waiting for a new router.
Oh, that's a good point. You could also just buy physical medium, but I guess
that sounds like a terrible idea.
All right, there, Matt Nost. No, sorry, he's against. No, sorry, I got that wrong, John. Am I right?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Why don't you just
Roka is physical media. Roka, Bibiani, they're all physical media.
Oh my god. Okay, so I'm not gonna ruin your stream anymore.
Wait.
But for all the viewers, which are, I think, now it's just Jonathan Peck because I left the chat to come here. But Princess Bride is a great movie. If I had a better voice, I'd be here watching it. But I just wanted to say I hate all of you.
Well, thing is, you can watch the movie and not talk. So
You can go in the chat. We'll see Matt. Do you want to put up your review on Matt Movie 611 for this one?
Yeah, sure. It'd be the first video I put up in like a year. I plug it at the end of every show, but I never do anything with it.
Can I just say something about Princess Bride here for a second? It's so
Yes.
surprising that the king stands up there and be like, "She was a commoner like you, but I'm gonna marry her." Like, okay.
You may not find her so common now.
Did anyone bring up the fact that like Princess Buttercup is princess of what? A farm? The fuck is she a princess of?
Well, she becomes a princess by being engaged to Prince Humperdinck of Florin.
Duh, man.
Of course.
Go
Of
read your
course.
child's superhero.
Come on.
Wow, that's you know what, Cody? That's just insulting. That's you know what?
Unemployed in Greenland. Sorry.
Greenland. Just listen here, Matt. Save your voice because tomorrow you get to lose to me in boxing debate. Okay?
Wait, I forgot what the title was. What the topic? Because I was like, wait, we're gonna box over the internet? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that works, but okay. Oh God, I just
You need to lay down.
I hate all.
It's really
what
very
if you,
short time.
what if he already is?
I am actually.
Oh!
Unemployed in Greenland.
All right. So yeah,
See ya.
fuck you guys. What? I have no words. Fuck off. You know what? Here's the thing. I give it up to Brooklyn because at least he's a fucking Canadian. But for the two Americans,
New drinking game. Every time Matt Curran says here's the thing, you gotta take a drink.
Oh, that's dangerous.
I got a better drinking game that we can all get drunk.
Can we make a Take 3 drinking game for late night?
We can. And the first one is going to be every time Brooklyn can't say the own opening of his own show. Where I'll be plastered by the end of the year.
I see. I would laugh, but see, you stole that from Cody. Cody is the one that shits on me for that. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Isn't it sad that more than Cody's shitting on you for that? I mean,
it was one time, and you guys. It was one time, and you guys were just
man,
shitting on me.
listen. One time, it's more than the rest of us. I'm sorry. That's how it works here at Take 3.
Oh.
Hey, Cody. Can you pronounce the word climactic?
Climactic.
There we go.
That was pretty good.
I wasn't sure. You struggled. You struggled the last time.
Okay, guys,
Yeah.
perfect. I've done my job. I have the couple fighting. Son Rob and Joey Mom and Dad fighting over Princess Bride.
Yeah, this is what happens when you drink.
Oh,
Oh God.
I don't swim.
I only
I
doggy
only
paddle.
paddle.
Oh, Andre the Giant, you beautiful man.
I just wanted to
Look,
formally
stupid.
apologize for Matt Nose to ending him in the late night game because of this movie.
Oh yeah.
That was very rude of
Andre
me.
the Giant.
That was rude of me.
Oh yeah.
He did. I'm blanking on the name now because I'm an idiot. He
Billy Crystal?
did. Yeah, he Billy Crystal, and I said Andre the Giant, which is very rude of me.
Yeah.
I could have done any other actor from this movie.
Hmm.
Also, Matt's gone now, so fuck Christopher Reeve.
Oh man, the shade is real.
Matt, I love you. I just don't like those movies. We'll talk about it on Rhyme and Reason next week.
On Take 4 Productions.
Yeah.
When we're not it's an off week for hockey. So
Oh, I see.
oh,
Oh,
dude,
no.
That's pissed. In caps, what the fuck?
I see that. I don't know. I hope is he gonna come back?
I don't like it when mom and dad fight. Get used to it, whoever that is.
That was me. That's me.
Oh, okay.
I'm running
What's
the
up?
Take 3 chat.
Besides, okay, so John Peck has a question for us. Besides this movie, what is your favorite Rob Reiner film? Mine's pretty easy. A Few Good Men is my favorite movie of all time. So,
Yes. That's like Rob Reiner directed or Rob Reiner starring in?
Let's say both.
Okay, well, starring in it's going to be Wolf of Wall Street.
Agreed.
Actually, my favorite Rob Reiner is Dickie Roberts' child star.
Did he direct that or star in it?
They're David Spade's trying to get on the next Rob
No.
Reiner movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. A Few Good Men would probably be my favorite directing performance.
Yeah, mine's either A Few Good Men or
I'm actually blanking on Rob.
no, it's got to be. Well, he did like When Harry Met Sally, Stand By Me. This is Spinal Tap, Misery, but it's got to be A Few Good Men.
Ooh, he did Misery?
Yeah.
I would have to say Misery. Misery is the one movie that's like shook me to my core.
It is also the link to William Goldman. No, William Goldman didn't write Misery, right?
No, I don't know. He was, because they talk about it on Critically Acclaimed. Yeah, and I remember I listened to this episode on my
Stephen King stuff.
Yeah, he was credited as a consultant on the script for Misery.
Oh, okay.
But because they misquoted, because they thought that, because I listened to both these episodes, they thought he was a screenwriter for it, but they corrected themselves the following week. He was credited as a consultant on the script, not as the main screenwriter.
Yeah.
God, the music for this movie is just spectacular.
I'm actually kind of bummed out because I was really looking forward to watching this movie.
I mean, I'll watch it right after this with you if you want.
Yeah,
I'm not even kidding.
I'll just go to the local Blockbuster.
Yeah, you know those local things that are local.
Yeah.
This is the movie that got me obsessed with like just storytelling in general. Sorry, go ahead, Cody. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, I just said, here's the thing. I was
trying to be
trying
mad.
to get a drink.
I see. Yeah. Yeah, like I did for an audition for a play. In high school. I did the Battle of Wits scene from this movie.
Nice.
Where I played all three characters. Where I played Vizzini, the Man in Black, and Buttercup. Even though Buttercup only has like one line at the end of the scene.
I absolutely love that part. But I'm carrying 3 people. I will not, and he's only carrying himself.
I will not accept excuses. Don't say things like that, Vizzini. Please. I would argue this is the most quotable movie of all time.
How many fingers are in
most quotable movie of all time?
I think this is the most quotable movie of all time.
I might disagree with you.
I think some comedies may have it.
I would argue Airplane.
No, I will quote this over Airplane.
Like just memorable, like by quantity of memorable quotes. Like there's probably 1 or 2 quotes in Airplane that are better than quotes from this movie, but you do not get like there's probably 150 memorable quotes from this movie, if not more.
Marriage.
Like the quantity and the quality combined, I think this is the most quotable movie.
Okay.
I don't think that word means what you think it means.
Oh my God, he's climbing. I'm going to do him left-handed. You know what a hurry we're in. Sponsored by 7-Up tonight. 7-Up tonight.
What?
We're sponsored by 7-Up tonight.
Oh, we are?
At least you're drinking good sodas now.
I have more squirt in there.
What bad soda was he drinking?
Squirt.
What the fuck is that?
It's a pomegranate soda.
It's a grapefruit soda.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a grapefruit soda.
It's a good mixer.
I think the only reason he bought it is because he's in college.
Matt Kearns,
having to share with anybody.
Matt Kearns, I'm assuming. Matt Kearns, I'm assuming that you mean Monty Python and the Quest of the Holy Grail.
Shit, yeah, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That is.
Yeah.
That might be this. Yeah, shit. That might be this out. That might have this.
It's just a foot.
I hope that's a.
I
Yeah.
like it. It's in my top 20, but it's not like one I revisit all the time.
I would also say
as far as
Austin
most
Powers, a
quotable,
Gold Member, and like Shrek.
Do you think
Gold
Shrek
Would you like a smoke and a pancake?
I don't think Shrek is though.
You think Shrek is more quotable than Princess Bride?
The only one that I ever really
It's not even now.
Like, in the morning, I'm making waffles. Like that's
it's not even like. Sorry, I'm to the point now where like I'm not even just arguing what's more quotable than Princess Bride, but like just quotable movies in general. Because one that I quote all the time, something I quote all the time is there are two kinds of people that I hate: people who are intolerant of other people's cultures, and the Dutch.
That's very interesting. To a certain thing.
Yes.
But my most quotable movie, it's not my most quotable, but it's the one I have the most fun with, and it's Big Daddy, because I will literally say "Stop pulling your sister's hair" numerous times a day.
I haven't seen that movie in like a decade.
And
I haven't been alive a decade, so you got me.
I always say the one too is like he's sitting on the couch and he's like Rob Schneider saying, "I had a cat, but he had a doll and he bit his head off." And Dylan Sprouse was like, "What kind of cat would do that? Are you calling me a liar?" Like just screams at the kid for no reason. I will still quote that movie. Plus, it's really sad.
Yeah, the quote that I always go to for that movie, and it's the only one that I can remember is Heap Hop Anonymous. Matt Curtins wishes us good luck storming the castle.
Thanks.
It's have fun storming the castle. Sorry, Matt.
Ooh. Christian Reed sucks. I just love he just asked him, he's like, "Does everybody start? Do you start every conversation like this?"
No, I do love Christopher Reeve in those movies. He's the best part of the bad movies. I just don't love any of those movies, any of them.
So like I watched them when I was little, and I didn't really care for them then. And then when I like joined this community and Collider and stuff, they rave about it. So I was just like, I have to go revisit the Donner 1 and 2. And then I revisited it. I'm like, oh, not for me. But some people say Batman 89 doesn't hold up for people, and I disagree.
I agree with that as well.
I like it though.
I literally think it's because, and I'm sure I'll say this when Matt and I have the conversation too, and I've said it in chats and stuff too. I came to those older superhero movies much later than I saw the quote modern ones of like when I was growing up, because like I didn't grow up with Batman 89. I grew up with Spider-Man 2. I didn't grow up with those are. I think that's the biggest part of it.
My father
is that
prepared to die.
Oh, that is just iconic. Yeah, I didn't grow up with like older DC movies. I grew up with modern Marvel movies. And I think that is the reason. Like I saw Superman 78 and Batman 89 for the first time like 2-3 years ago. Which is, I was probably I think I was 16, so 4 years ago. When I first saw those movies, like that is late, and I had already seen 100 other superhero movies.
I'm sorry to go off topic. You were 16 4 years ago.
I was
4 years ago. I just started dating my wife. Actually, no, not even. We're 4.5 years.
Yes, I am turning.
Yeah, I got with my wife 5 years ago.
Yeah. We celebrate 5 years in May.
Nice.
But enough about that.
No, I'm just young. I am.
Yeah.
I'm just glad Robert is over the age of 18.
Of the age of Linus.
Well, you're allowed to vote. That's
yes. I voted twice.
If you're not allowed to vote, then I'm like, let's.
Every time I get on a call with Linus, I'm like, does your parents know what you're doing?
But to go off topic once again, what's your favorite pops?
My favorite what?
Pop, like your soda.
Oh, soda. Sorry.
Do
I'm from Wisconsin. My girlfriend calls it pop too, and
that isn't just a Canada thing.
She's from Michigan. She's from Michigan.
It's
so
a Michigan thing. It's 100%. It's up north.
Because nobody in Canada, I've never heard anybody in Canada call it soda, unless you're talking about club soda.
Missouri is the worst because when I worked at a theater, they call everything a Coke. Doesn't matter. It means soda. So when I would fill up drinks and they'd be like, I wanted a diet, I'm like, then you say Diet Coke.
Exactly.
It's not a mind reader. Everything's a Coke.
Also,
I hate it.
I used to I memorized once the exact footing, like the duel of this scene with my cousin. So he and I would literally fight it out, say the words, like we had like his basement set up like at the top of this cliff, and we would literally fight with like
who would do the spin around? Saves. Who would do the dismount?
Oh, we tried, but we were never good enough. We tried. I hurt myself real bad doing it once. Eventually, we decided to not try for the flip.
But back to what's your favorite soda pop?
My favorite soda pop?
Pop.
It's a childish answer, but I really like grape soda. I'm gonna go a grape Fanta.
Can't say I've ever had grape soda.
You're missing out. Other than that, I don't really like dark soda. I like sort of like 7-Up, Sprite, Ceremis, that kind of stuff. I don't like dark soda.
I'm a Sprite guy.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Pepsi's my
drug of choice.
Yeah, essentially. My neighbor was a sales rep for Pepsi, so we always got to try the new ones. So like Pepsi Lime is my favorite pop, and then it's discontinued now. But Mellow Yellow.
Oh, I like some Mellow Yellow too.
Loved Mellow Yellow, but Sprite, 7-Up, Canada Dry.
Yeah.
Schweppes, not really Schweppes.
My dad likes Canada Dry. He drinks ginger ale a lot.
Yeah, I get weird ass looks at work for drinking just ginger ale. Like, are you 80? I'm like, no, well, I like whiskey. Whiskey pairs really well with ginger ale. So therefore, I like ginger ale.
Yeah. He gave up soda a little while ago, so he started drinking ginger ale instead, as if it was a proper substitute.
Jonathan Peck in the chat asks us, do you think might, so let's grammar check that. Do you think it might be the humor thing or the effects of Superman?
The effects are the biggest thing. It just, and this, like,
I don't think the script's that great.
Yeah, I don't think the story is that good. Like, I respect it, especially the first 78. I respect 1978 Superman for being the one that did it. Like, the first, well, I can't even call it the first superhero movie. The first widely accepted blockbuster superhero movie. That it was. Because Batman 66 happened, but it wasn't it was well received. Like, it was based off a TV show, like all that kind of stuff.
Batman 66 is like when you get a Caesar salad and the server's like, would you like some cheese on your salad? And they're like, yes. And then they just don't stop.
Yeah, they just don't stop.
Cheese and more cheese. And
hey, I like Batman 66. I own that movie on Blu-ray. It's a movie I like. I like it more than any of the Superman movies.
What movie?
Batman 66, aka Batman the movie. But like, it just, I respect its impact and its legacy that it has on the genre of superhero movies, but part of it is the effects, part of it is the acting, part of it is the story. Like, it's just, I've seen superhero movies done 100 times better because time had passed, because like the technology and the effects caught up with it. Like, I will watch 2000 Spider-Man, or 2002 Spider-Man, or like X2, or any of those movies before I go back to watch Superman.
People have to realize 100% when you go back and watch 70s Star Wars for the first time, if I showed a person that's never seen Star Wars, the first one of Star Wars right now, a lot would be like, oh, this
Yeah,
is
that doesn't look
for
great.
me.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
if I pop in Force Awakens, they're going to be like, whoa, okay.
yeah,
It's just the time. It's when you see it. And why
yeah.
things rank so high in some people's list is because nostalgia. It's just the fact.
Which is okay. Like that's a very
That's fine.
valid
That's a
reason to let.
valid point.
That's a very valid
You
reason.
have an emotional connection with that movie that reminds you of another time.
Exactly. Exactly.
The problem I have is
absolutely-
when you rank it higher technically over other movies just because it was one of the first to do it. That's just
Yeah.
not fair.
Like I don't think like I completely understand people have an emotional connection to 1978 Superman. It is not a movie I have any connection with at all, and I don't think it's a well-made movie. Like, but again, it was made in the late 70s. Like, of course, the effects aren't going to be like Avengers
Dream of
Infinity
large
War.
women.
Like,
Going back to the thing of where like it depends on like really where you see it or like or when you see it, I guess. Considered one of the greatest comedies ever is a movie that I don't really enjoy, Young Frankenstein. I tried watching it one day and I'm like, I understand the humor and where it is. I'm not laughing, and I don't understand why, because this is revered as like one of Mel Brooks' greatest films. I tried, and like I don't. Is it because of the time and place of like when this movie was made and like what they're parodying, and because of my like lack of like classical film knowledge?
No, that's not. I wouldn't say that. I would almost say comedy is different than any other genre, pretty much, because
it's so much more subjective.
Comedy doesn't hit everybody.
Yeah.
Like I absolutely love Step Brothers, but I can show some people Step Brothers, and that's not their type of comedy, and they don't like that. They like the spoof comedies. I'm not a big spoof guy. Like Young Frankenstein, when I watched for the first time, love. It's one of my favorite movies. But if I probably popped that in for my first time today, I don't know if I would find it. But it fits to my comedic delivery. Like I like that kind of humor.
I don't like any Mel Brooks movie except Spaceballs. And then, granted, of course,
Blazing Saddles is pretty good.
Of course, I haven't seen his full filmography. Like I haven't seen the History of the Worlds. But like, I don't love Mel Brooks movies. Again, okay.
We have to take a pause because this is one of the best scenes of all time.
Plato, Aristotle, Socrates. Yes, morons. Challenge you to a battle to the death. I accept. Good, then pour the wine. Okay, I'll stop. I'll stop now. I'm sorry.
I really wish I would have got a cooler cup. This is my Dark Knight Rises cup.
Oh, that's still a good cup.
I watched the 3 movies in a row on opening night.
Oh, you did that whole thing. Yeah, and then were you extremely disappointed by Dark Knight Rises?
Oh, yeah. I remember looking at my friend at the end of it. I was like, that couldn't be the sequel to The Dark Knight. That just couldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was highly disappointed. Like, Bane, because how that movie starts, like, when Bane's on the plane and he's just like, kill you.
I love that scene. I think that's the best scene in the movie.
Exactly. That's what I said. How
if I took that off, would it hurt? It would be extremely painful. You're a big guy. For you.
He wants to
they expect one of us in the wreckage, brother.
He wants to understand why you'd shoot a man, then throw him out of a plane.
Yeah.
It's just so good. Kill you? No. Once you see your city bird, then you will die.
Yeah.
Like Bane wasn't bad for me. It just wasn't. It followed the wrong movie. Yeah. If you would have put that movie out by itself later on, it would have been fine.
Yeah. I don't think anything could have followed up Dark Knight though.
It's like Guardians 2 for me after watching Guardians. Like Guardians ranks so high for me.
Criminals are used to having people not trust them, as you are not trusted by me, so I can clearly not choose the wine in front of you. Wait till I get going. Where was I? This is why I think this is the most quotable movie ever. Although Monty Python is pretty damn.
Are you on the? Are you on like the which cup is poisoned?
Yes. Yep. We're in the battle.
Okay. Yeah. Well shot. Well shot
Yeah.
is a gift.
Yes. Yeah. Again, this is the scene that I did for an audition for a play my sophomore year of high school. And it's stunning. You must have learned that man is mortal. This is the first movie that I learned like what a Spaniard is. Like that people from different countries have different like words for them, like Germans and like French and things like that, and like Canadians. This is the first that I ever like. I specifically remember asking my dad what a Spaniard was, and it's like, oh, it's somebody from Spain, and I'm like, what's Spain? And he's like, it's a different country, and I'm like, what?
As you see the
I mean, if you're happy, then I'm happy. What? Chris Griffin, everybody.
Huh? What about
no one likes
you're
Family
going
Guy.
on. Okay, let's see. Chose wrong. You only think I chose wrong. That's what's so funny. Switch glasses when your back was turned. Haha, you fool. This is the question that Sam Levine beat Bibiani on.
Uh-huh.
The first is never get involved in a land war in Asia. When death is on the line, ha 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 ha, ha 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 ha. Think all this time it was your cup that was poisoned. I used to be able to.
It actually wasn't. I have an immunity to the poison.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, what is it? It's they were both poisoned. I spent the last few years building up immunity to iocane powder.
Of course you are.
Someone has beaten a giant. Huh. What kind of a name is Humperdinck, by the way? Like, you just know he's the villain.
I imagine he's the person who created pumpernickel bread.
That's a good shout. Probably. I believe it.
Brooklyn, this is why no one likes you. You bring up food too much.
Dad, be nice to Mom.
You know, somebody has to make food for the house. And if I'm gonna make food, I have to have a passion for food.
Brooklyn, can we do a cooking show?
Yes. You're not the first person. You're not the first person to ask. I've actually had
to do a Take 3 cooking show.
Exactly. I have an idea as to how we could successfully do it.
I'm serious. Like you mean because Abe cooks great food too.
All I want is this. Brooklyn demonstrates how to cook it at the same time that Robert is recreating the exact same dish, and then at the end you put them next to each other and see which one.
I genuinely think the way that you can do it is so what I love is that I have an island in my kitchen, so I can do all the prep there. So I would put my laptop on the island. I would do my prep, and then I would put my phone, I guess, either on me with like the camera facing out, and then like I would just sign it to a different account, and I'd have somebody else be like. I would have like you or A be like as a producer, like go to that camera. It's like, all right, we're going over to the stove, like we're sweating our onions and our celery, that kind of stuff.
I would do that. I would do that. Speaking of food, I might go get my third serving.
I should also get a snack as well.
What did you make for dinner today?
Guess.
Chicken Alfredo.
I made it last night and have leftovers today. I make that like once every other week. It just usually falls on Tuesday.
It seems like you make it every week.
No, I make it every other week. And we make like 8 servings of it because we have this big 12-quart pot. Like we have a huge pot.
So why make that much though?
Because we have leftovers for like 4 days.
I can't eat one thing. Like, is there anything I can eat every day for 4 days?
I'm a college student. I don't have a lot of money.
Well, neither do I. I'm a newlywed who just bought a house a year ago. I got my check yesterday and I'm already broke. Is there anything I can? Now I'm curious. Is there anything I could eat 4 days in a row and not get tired of it?
I don't eat 4 days in a row because my roommate and I both eat it. Yeah. So
I can eat chicken nuggets 4 days. Well, it was wing night today at work, and it's 50 cents a wing. So it's like, I'm gonna get 20 boneless wings to take home, and
Yeah, you
this
are.
will be my supper, healthy supper.
No,
what else
so
could I eat?
my roommate and I both eat it. So usually it lasts us the day we make it, and then the next day, and then like lunch the following day. So usually lasts 2.5. Like, well, realistically, it lasts for like 2.5 meals for 2 people.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there was the one. I think it was after our first watch along, Cody. We finished Infinity War, and then we stayed on the call talking, and I probably had about 4 servings of that stuff.
This just in, Malcolm is pumped for the cooking show. He says in the chat, cooking show in all caps, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Woo.
We could definitely do it, because then who's ever operating the room can just switch between the cameras to see which one's working.
Can you just get Matthew Rosa to give us our jukebox questions like now, or tomorrow?
Probably tomorrow.
Okay.
Spoilers, Cody. Spoilers.
You did that for like a day after.
Yeah.
By the way, Buttercup literally just like jumped down a hill because she didn't try to run down it. She literally just threw herself down it. Count Rugen. Unless I'm wrong, and I am never wrong. God, this is so good. I would not like Lord of the Rings if I didn't see this movie like 100 times before I was 5. Everybody has like that one VHS that they literally broke because they watched it so much. I went through 3 copies of the VHS of this movie.
Wow.
3 to 4 of Lion King.
Yeah, I went through 3 VHS copies of The Princess Bride.
Do the servers have to wear angel wings? No, Malcolm. The servers do not have to wear angel wings at wing night at work.
At wing night, what kind of wings did you get? Like, what kind of?
Well, so we have 3. We have bone in, non-breaded bone in, and boneless. But I always go for boneless because I am a kid at heart, and boneless wings are fancy chicken nuggets. So,
I agree. I love some boneless wings.
Question is though, what sauce do you go for?
So I only get wings. I haven't gotten wings at many places. I've not really expanded my wing tasting abilities, so I've only gone to B-Dubs, Buffalo Wild Wings. I get the garlic parmesan.
Yeah, when I get like regular natural wings, I'll do garlic. I'll do garlic parm without the parm.
Okay.
So I'll literally just get them tossed in like essentially garlic plus.
Sure.
But now I'm trying to expand my palate for spices. So I'm trying to constantly go spicy, but the hot sauces we have at work are fucking awful because it just tastes like vinegar. So I usually go for like a medium sauce, which is like it has flavor but also has heat. So
yeah.
I could just imagine being next to Robert Parker after he eats garlic parmesan wings. Good Lord, clears out a B-Dubs and a heart.
No, I'm genuinely a bitch for spicy things though. Like I think the garlic parmesan.
I used to be a huge bitch for spicy things.
I think the garlic parmesan is a little bit just a little bit spicy.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm a bitch for spicy things.
Man, my internship at for school, I was at this fine dining establishment. My chef loved spicy food, and at the time, like I hated any form of spice. So he was like, "Here, have this wing," and I'm like, "Okay, I gotta broaden my horizons, try different things," and I tried this wing, and I'm like, "Holy fuck, this is spicy! What did you do?" He's like, "Well, I marinated it in Tabasco sauce for about a week, and then I deep fried it." And then I tossed it in more Tabasco sauce. It tasted awesome, but my God, was it ever hot?
Yeah, no, I could never. Like, I need ranch with the garlic parm wings to like cool them down a little bit.
Man. See that, but now you're not a child. But now you're not gonna. Oh man.
This is just like one of the skits I want to do in Chicago. Like this is just adding to one of my.
We're getting B-Dubs. We're getting B-Dubs.
Because I want to put Coho and Robert at a separate table and be like the kids' table. Back, do you guys need anything? We're just checking in on you guys.
I want to have an eating contest with Coho. I want to beat his ass.
Man, I crush you.
Okay, I have, for being somebody who is 125 pounds of terror, standing at 5'3", I have such a big appetite. Like, there's a reason I usually eat 4 meals a Watchalong. Like
I'm an ex-lineman for football, and basically the shut up. Basically, the size I am is because of football and then not working out. And good night. You scare the crap out. You'd put me to shame.
If I'm hungry, like I don't know. Most watch-alongs, like Wednesdays, I have class and work from like about 7 a.m. until 4 p.m. my time. So I don't like get the chance to eat at all between that because I'm lazy and don't want to get up before I have to get breakfast. So I'll grab like a granola bar on the way out. But other than that, I don't eat until late, and then I do homework, and then I eat during watch-alongs. So today I had some time to eat, but that's usually like if I'm hungry and have not eaten, I can put down some food.
I mean, to be fair, like this is a diet style. This is a dietary style called grazing, where it's like you essentially instead of having 3 big meals, that you just have like 5 to 6 smaller meals throughout the day.
That's what I did during high school to try to gain weight. Because I was
gain weight.
Yes, I tried to gain weight in high school a lot. I actually worked out a lot in high school because my junior year and senior year. My first day of freshman year of high school, I was 4'8" and 68 pounds.
My first day of high school, I was
dumbbell I used to lift over my head.
my first day of high school, I was 6'2", probably 250 pounds.
Yeah, I was very short and very light. The day I graduated high school, I was 103 and 5'2". So my junior and senior year, instead of eating 3 big meals, I usually ate about 6 to 7 smaller meals every day, and then like I had like a workout regimen.
I wish I had your metabolism.
Well, I also ran distance for track, so every day in track season, if we had practice, I ran 7 to 8 miles every day. And if it was the meets,
I don't wish I was you.
Meets were less than that, obviously. But I ran the 2 mile for my school, so I ran the 3,200. That's part of the reason is I ran a lot, and I played soccer. I've been playing soccer since I was like 5, so I ran a lot in that. I think that's part of it.
Can we put you and Coho on a soccer field just to see you like?
I want to have a foot race with Caleb Coho. I do.
You would destroy him.
I mean, I'm not a good sprinter though. Like he could probably beat me short distance, but give me more than 400 meters and I'm gonna beat him.
That's what I told my wife the other day. She's like, I was like, I'm more excited to meet the people that I'm talking to on the internet.
Here's a happy medium for a foot race. Now, if you don't know what this is, it's gonna sound gross. Or it's gonna sound bad. But do you know what do you know in gym terms what a suicide is?
yes, yeah.
So yeah,
it's like in basketball, like the there and back and there and back and there and back.
Yeah, foul back, half back, other foul back, full court back.
No,
I would be curious to see who would win in the suicide.
I don't think they'll let our group into a gym, but the thing I have is 100-meter dash. In the middle, there's a burger and fries that you have to consume and eat. And
you want us to puke? That's what you want.
No. Listen, and then at the end, the first person to answer 5 fandom questions right wins. So wherever you get to the point at, it's fine. You just have to complete it all.
Okay, but let's be real. Caleb could finish his race and his food 10 years before me, and I would still get the questions quicker than him. So.
I've been neglecting my duties as chat manager. Malcolm actually has a really good question.
RUS is better. That's where we are.
If you could cook a meal for any Schmoedown competitor, what would it be, and who would you cook it for?
A Schmoedown competitor?
I see. I don't know.
Oh, I know.
My style of cooking is not is probably not super appeasing to the California demographic. I like big hearty meals.
Yes. Oh my God, Brooklyn, we need to.
So like if we ever did this cooking show, the first thing I'd ever make is my beef stew.
Oh, I have beef stew in the fridge right now.
I make a really good because I make a really good beef stew.
Debatable.
I literally have beef stew and mashed potatoes in my fridge right now.
Yeah.
I would love that, Brooklyn. I would want to make second breakfast for Rachel Cushing.
I would make.
That's what I would do.
Man, what would I make? For who though? I'd make
Christian Harloff a steak, potatoes, and the vegetable of his choice.
Well, now, what kind of steak are we talking? Strip loin, tenderloin? We talking ribeye?
He's probably a ribeye guy, if I had to guess.
I'd say he's probably a good New York strip.
Surrender.
Stop being.
You mean you would strip surrender to me? Very well, I accept. Sorry, I'm sorry.
That's fine. We're getting off track here.
There's apparently a movie that we're supposed to be watching, but we're turning this into food corner.
Fuck it. I'll make an apple pie sorbet for Mark Andreyko.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Why do you think he'll like that?
I think he will.
He may spit it out.
That's fine. I won my wife over with rum and Coke ice cream.
That sounds real good.
It was.
When you turn 21?
So now I have to figure out a day to do this cooking show.
Yeah, the cooking show. Let's talk about that. July, Cody. July.
Oh yeah.
Let's scrap the watch-alongs and let's do the cooking show on Wednesday nights.
Yeah. We'll compete. Well, no.
Oh my God.
We'll be the binging with Babish after show.
I like that. There we go. Now we got a show title. Another one for you to mispronounce. Let's do this.
On Take 4 Productions.
No, take 5. Take 4 is already copyrighted.
Yeah, I'm serious. What if we made a parody channel? Do you think people would watch the content? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. Well spoken, sir.
Oh my gosh.
You have 6 fingers on your right hand. A man was looking for you.
What I'm about to say will only apply to Cody. Cody, that time when you get flop top set in a 3-bet pot, he shoves on a turn and he's drawing dead.
Ooh, well done.
Yeah.
Don't know what those words mean, but we see the albino now. The albino, literally the character's name is the albino.
I have never just thought something that was so funny in my entire career. Like that moment just
the silence there as Brooklyn talks about the cooking show.
You're just like, and then 10 seconds. July. Cody, July.
July 15th to be exact.
Yeah.
I can't wait till the crazy thing is I'm so excited for Spectacular to air because the chance he's announcing the other 2 live events on that day.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be exciting.
So I'm waiting, and I'm purchasing probably that day.
Me too. Well, as soon as they go on sale,
right?
Which may not be that day,
but if they are, because how fast New York went.
2 days?
Yeah.
3 days? 2.5 days?
Yeah. How fast New York went.
It just sees how you know how LA was like. It's all right. We got time. Blah blah blah. Like New York.
I'm surprised it didn't go bigger numbers. 300 seems like kind of a safe bet.
I think 350. But still.
But
even still, you have 2,000 people that are interested.
Full screen made him go conservative.
Okay.
Because he wanted to go big. He's I think we could sell 1,000. And he's like, oh,
I think even
let's
6.
go modest.
I think 6 is even safe.
I thought he said 400. So it seats 400, but I'm not sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be an incredible show. I among others, and Matt like Matt Beer as well. Like how fast it's sold out.
Yeah, that's crazy quick. Also, this scene is like weird, but also really iconic. Boo! Boo!
Boo.
She doesn't marry Humperdinck. She marries Wesley. I'm just sure of it. It
All
wouldn't
right,
be fair.
be right back. Got my meal. Got my meal for the stream.
All right, we'll see.
Fair.
Life is always fair. I'm telling you, you're messing up the story. Now get it right. Love her as I have loved her, and there will be joy. And now we're back to the Robert and Cody show. So, Cody, how you doing?
Great. I am. I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I will still watch a cooking show if it happens.
Yeah, I think we got to make it work. Let's get a thumbnail up and running. And you threw it away. Her true love lives. That's intense. That's what she is, the queen of refuse. Boo. That woman gave me nightmares.
It would too.
I'm 100% serious. I had a recurring nightmare for probably about 6 years.
Of that?
Oh, yeah. With that crazy old woman.
That's pretty intense.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it was terrifying. I also had recurring nightmares about Peter Pettigrew from Harry Potter. Oh, yeah. He was a creepy bastard. Timothy Spall, like...
He's a creepy bastard. Does your girlfriend enjoy this movie?
Yes. Yeah, this is actually one of the first movies we watched together when we started dating.
That's good. Okay.
We did a double.
Not a big fan of it.
Oh no, that's sad. I'm sorry.
I know.
We did it.
I was just curious if she saw it before she started dating you. Or...
Yeah. Yep. We did a double feature of Planet of the Apes and Inside Out, and then the next day we did a double feature of this and Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It was a good 4 days, or a good 4 movies. The 68 version, the 1968 version. Yeah, the original. Yeah, it was a good couple days. I'm gonna ask Brooklyn when he gets back. What question did you ask me? I was gonna ask him something.
You rang?
Yeah. What question I asked you?
Oh yeah, what's your recurring nightmare? Brooklyn?
My recurring nightmare?
Yeah. Like when you were a kid, did you have recurring nightmares?
Yeah. I always had a nightmare that I was being chased by a killer. But it was weird. It was both a nightmare and a dream. I was being chased by a killer, but I had this ability of like I had low gravity, so I could make huge leaps in a single bound. So like, I could jump over houses like no problem.
And then could the murderer also do that?
No. But the murderer was always 10 feet, like it was consistently 10 feet behind me. It was weird.
I see.
But the nightmare that is most vivid, it only ever happened one time. It was a dream where it was so weird. It was like almost like an anthology. So it was like a rabbit and a rabbit. Essentially a tortoise and a hare, like going down the road, and then it stopped. And then it was me going to a Subway restaurant. It was like in the middle of New York. I went to order something, and then it stopped. and then I was like in a hockey rink, and I got into a fight with some guy. It stopped. Like I got into a fight. I got knocked out. Then it was like in an alleyway, pouring rain. Some girl jumped on me and bit me in the neck like she was a vampire.
Okay.
Then for some reason I turned into like this half man, half snake sort of deal. Like I essentially turned into a supervillain, and this happened when I was like 6. And it was like one of the weirdest things ever. I still cannot find to this day like what the hell I did to like get my brain to do that, but it was
And that's why you don't eat shrooms, ladies and gentlemen.
I also had nightmares about this. I had a lot of nightmares. I was a scared child. The scene of Wesley on the machine was quite scary as well. But I was just telling Cody the scene with the woman.
I don't know what this does.
The trash woman going boo boo, like she was scary for me too. What'd you choose for your snack? What'd you choose?
So I have Tostitos rounds, and once again another can of Pepsi.
Okay, sure. I
You
respect
just
that.
eating tortilla chips?
Yeah, just plain tortilla
I,
chips.
I eat Tostitos scoops alone, but not rounds.
Mm-hmm.
They're literally a chip that you're supposed to dip.
But like,
They taste fine on their own. They have a nice
yeah.
saltiness to them.
Robert, you've been kicked out of the Airbnb. You can't come with us anymore.
Oh no.
I can't have your weird food taste around me.
To turn this around into a positive thought, my favorite dreams ever was whenever I would always become the next series of Power Rangers. So like there was one time I dreamt I was like becoming one of the next Power Rangers, but we were like extreme luge, like street luge. That we were that sort of Power Ranger, and then there was like go-kart Power Rangers or like skydiving Power. It was super weird, but I was always like, all right, I had a really good dream because I became the next Power Ranger.
That sounds like a terrible dream. I'm in a shitty TV series.
On that note, I'm gonna go get a snack as well.
Unacceptable. Well, he's already gone. And you leave me with Brooklyn and his damn Pepsi and Totino's.
So how was your day at work, honey?
I didn't work today. I was off.
Of course.
But Watchalong's helped me win a trivia match today.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who were you up against?
Zach
Is that
Ford
spoilers?
and-
Is that spoilers?
Kind of.
It's
But like 10
the
people watch it anyway.
person running this league is probably not watching. So.
And it's like 10 people actually watch him anyways. It's me, Caleb Coho, and Zach Ford. And it came down to sudden death. I'll ask Robert the trivia question, see if he gets it right.
I think I'm gonna make one of those easy macs that you can put in the microwave and then boom, it's mac and cheese.
Isn't that called craft dinner?
Yeah. I'm also gonna like heat up one of those hot dogs. You can like cut it up and put little hot dog chunks in it.
Are you one of those sick, twisted fucks that microwaves a hot dog?
It's better than boiling them, yeah.
You do realize that there are things called frying pans and barbecues.
What are you doing with
ovens.
I will show you when the finished product is done.
Oh,
Robert,
Robert.
your hot dog?
Yeah.
I'm gonna hurl.
Okay.
Robert,
What?
you were doing so good. I was like, maybe
He's college.
there's a person
You gotta
here.
think of college.
I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry.
Still though.
I'm not hungry enough for potatoes and beef stew. I'm not that hungry, but like I'm hungry enough to get food.
But hot dogs.
Good day.
You can fry them in a pan, or you can grill them on a barbecue.
But he's on a show.
Or you can put them in an oven. You can put them in the oven, like what was it? The Ron's rotisserie thing. You can set it and forget it. All you have to do is set a timer, and that hot dog. It doesn't even take that long. Like you could like put a hot dog in an oven for like 20 minutes.
I can put a hot dog in the microwave for 20 seconds.
Who? Congratulations, I've now lost my appetite. Oh. Oh, man.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you, Brooklyn.
I was gonna say.
Tell me when you're back from your Easy Mac and
I actually know somebody who does legit microwave hot dogs. I haven't talked to them.
My roommate does. My roommate genuinely does.
I haven't talked to that person in about 15 years.
You hold a grudge for hot
my roommate definitely does.
I don't hold a grudge. I just haven't seen them in an X number of years. But like, if we're talking about like weird food things, my weirdest food thing is, and this is something that I used to eat all the time as a kid, refrigerated, day old, plain spaghetti. I would eat a massive bowl of that, and I found it like one of the tastiest things ever. Just cold, plain spaghetti.
I don't like any of you guys anymore. Yeah, eat your Totino. Ugh. Ugh. Gross.
So then, Cody, what's your stance on plain chips? Are they weird to you, or do you have to dip your chips in something?
You just have to dip those in something.
But how is this any different though from eating plain chips?
Because they're literally tortilla chips, so you dip them in salsa. That's the rules of them, or queso.
But salsa isn't that good though.
You don't dip it in that kind of salsa. Oh, that's terrible.
What?
There's some other on-shelf restaurant quality.
If anything, I would dip these in hummus. Hummus is really tasty. Oh man, pita and hummus is my jam.
Pita's the reject bread of the world. Like I hate pita bread.
So do you guys have pita pits where you are?
A pita pit?
A pita pit or like pita pit or like extreme pita?
No.
Maybe Robert can answer that question.
That's still a no here.
He's microwaving a hot dog.
That's a no.
I don't microwave hot dogs.
You are to put in your Easy Mac, you sick bastard.
I'm doing excuse you.
So pita pit is essentially like the Subway of pitas, where it's like you have a set. Oh man, it's awesome. So I'll guess a chicken and bacon pita with spinach, romaine, red onions, a fuck ton of alfalfa sprouts, and then a lot of hummus. And then I gotta toast it on the flat top, and then it's really tasty. And the hush falls on the crowd.
Hey, Robert, if you're sitting there, who plays Aunt May in the Raimi trilogy? Raimi Spider-Man trilogy.
Rosemary Harris.
Yep, that won me sudden death.
I have the Super Mario Bros. 3 overworld theme stuck in my head, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
You have what?
I have the Super Mario Bros. 3 overworld,
Nintendo sucks.
You shut your horror mouth, Cody. Nintendo has some of the greatest games of all time. You suck.
Mario Kart is it?
You didn't like any of like the platformers?
Mario Kart is great.
Yeah, Mario Kart's like the Mario in general is awesome.
Yeah, I
Not
agree.
just Mario Kart.
Oh my gosh, I agree.
I've
No
always
one
This is one of my
No
favorite
one
games.
asked you, Easy Mac. No one asked you.
I'm having mashed potatoes and beef stew.
there you go.
We
Oh,
judged
I'm
him so
proud of you.
hard.
I need salt.
We
I
judged
think
him so
I think
hard
Robert
that he
I think
changed his
Robert was just being a troll. He was never getting easy back. I think he was stalling to have beef stew and mashed potatoes.
You're absolutely right. It takes a while to heat up. This beef stew takes a little bit.
Exactly.
I was messing with you the whole time.
So literally just put it in a pot and then low heat, bring it to a boil.
Now we're ready.
You don't know any.
Yeah, I've always determined that if I were to ever able to pick or rank them, it would be top 10 Mario games.
Oh, I would be on that in a second.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be on at all. Because I'd pick Mario Kart. The second one, Mario Kart
Double
8,
Dash.
9, 10, 11.
Mario Kart
Mario
Wii.
Kart Double Dash.
Super Mario
Mario
Kart.
Party. I do
Mario
like
Kart
Mario
64.
Party.
Mario Kart Double Dash. I played the new one, Super Mario Party, on the Switch. I played that a couple weekends ago.
What do you think?
It's not bad. I like the survival modes essentially that you do. I didn't play an actual game of Mario Party. We really just went into mini game mode and did a bunch of different things. But yeah, it's really fun.
It's good beef stew.
Good.
In case you were looking for an update.
Do you know what the secret is to a good beef stew?
Good gravy.
Dark beer.
Ooh. Yeah.
So if would you
In
be
July,
okay?
You can try that, Robert.
Would you be okay if I talked you through the process of how I make beef stew?
We are watching Princess Bride.
Sorry, you guys cut out there.
Peter Falk just stood up and threatened to not watch or not finish the story. The pit
Oh, cool.
is there.
I said we're watching Princess Bride. Your gravy talk can wait.
All right, cool.
Brooklyn, I promise that's the first thing I'm going to ask about when this call ends.
Oh yeah.
I'm 100% certain.
So in July he can ask you. He can make it.
It's different if you're cooking.
Man, we're in prime stew season. It's cold as balls.
Yeah, it's super
I'm not,
right now.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying you can't walk into a store and buy dark beer right now.
My roommate can.
Yeah, you can.
No, I'm not old enough.
Liquor store doesn't close here for another 45 minutes.
Brooklyn,
I'm talking about
theoretically.
I'm legal age to buy dark beer.
Oh yeah. Why can't you guys just be in Canada where the legal age is 19, even 18? It's 18 in Quebec.
It is not in Wisconsin, although people treat it like it's because we are the drunkest state in the U.S. 2 decades running.
Really?
I don't know about the 2 decades thing, but we're definitely the drunkest state in the U.S. Highest amount of drunk driving accidents, lowest penalties for drunk driving, and highest percentage of alcohol bought per population.
Oh wow! So you guys are essentially the Northwest Territories of the states.
Yeah,
the thing is, they're in Wisconsin. It's cold half the year, so they have nothing else to do besides drink beer and sit inside.
It's cold from October to the beginning of October to the end of April. It doesn't get
ski, snowboard, snowmobile, skate, snowshoeing.
This last year, it snowed in the middle of May.
Can you say snowshoeing?
My mom had a snowstorm on her birthday one year, and her birthday is May 28th.
Yeah.
Your first story was better. Billy Crystal is one of my favorite comedians of all time.
Oh, he's great. Oh, look who knows so much, huh? No friend only here is mostly dead. Now, all dead, there's only one thing you can do. If it's close to loose change.
Go through his clothes and look for loose change.
Hello in there. True love.
I think somebody's gonna come back to this as like a commentary for Princess Bride, and then stop halfway through and be like, "What the fuck are they even talking about?"
Yeah, in the archives of Take Three, when we have 2 million subscribers,
Yeah.
and like because we've made it as a cooking channel at that point, they'll go back to our movie. We'll go back to the movie content and be like, "What the fuck was this?"
No, this is where it all began. This is where the great cooking shows started.
This will be like in the Hall of Fame of Take Three videos. It'll be this is the only one on there. Because
Get back, you witch! I'm your wife.
don't say another word, Valerie. Humpadink, 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 humpadink. In Brooklyn, are potatoes vegetables?
Yes,
Thank you.
they are starchy. They are a root vegetable, but they are a vegetable.
Yeah, they're
Robert.
starchy, but they're a vegetable.
To have a conversation that is slightly on topic, what is your favorite Wallace Shawn movie that isn't this one?
This one. One of the Toy Stories, probably Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 3.
The Incredibles.
Oh yeah, he's in that one scene of Incredibles. Oh shit, yeah, you got me.
He gets thrown through the office.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
Robert,
Yes.
I'm going to ask you a question to ask Brooklyn, okay?
Okay.
Will
Yes,
you ask Brooklyn if what's his feeling on corn?
Mom, Dad
Yes,
wants to
honey?
know how you feel about corn.
We can't talk about that on air. It might get me in trouble.
Will you tell me later, Mom?
Yeah. When you go to bed, I'll haunt you. I'll tuck you in and then just say it as I leave.
What a bedtime story. Oh gosh. What's your feeling on corn, Robert?
I don't mind some corn.
Okay, good.
If it's on the cob, even better.
Agreed.
I like grilled corn on the cob. Right?
I've never been ready for 22 minutes to be done ever just to see Robert's reaction.
But other good Wallace Shawn movies.
Live action is not much. I mean, there's.
He was in Disney's Haunted Mansion.
Yeah. My Dinner with Andre, is that the name of it? There's a movie that I think it's called that.
Wasn't he in like a rom-com or something, or like a Christmas rom-com? That's like he was like part of like he was like the couple next door or something. Or I thought I saw him in a movie like that.
Maybe. I'm gonna look up his filmography in a second. Yeah, he was in My Dinner with Andre, which is an entire. Let's see, how long is it? It is a 1 hour and 51-minute movie featuring 2 cast members, Wallace Shawn and Andre Gregory, and it's literally them at a restaurant just talking for 1 hour and 51 minutes.
Nice.
Is that?
It's basically a play. Came out in 1981. I've never seen it, but I knew he was in it. Let's look up Wallace Shawn movies. Princess Bride, My Dinner with Andre. He was apparently in Clueless, the Toy Stories, and The Incredibles. He was in Chicken Little. He was in a Goofy movie. And a lot of stuff I haven't heard of. A Master Builder. Vanya on 42nd Street. Vegas Vacation. The
I
Fever.
love Vegas Vacation.
That's 2018's Book Club. That was a hoot.
Did you like Book Club?
No.
No.
Nope.
Why not?
Because it was about a group of 3 old ladies who all read 50 Shades of Grey.
But
Seriously?
you've seen all
Oh,
of
yeah.
them.
That's a movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It came out this year. It came out earlier this year. It's Diane Keaton, Jane Fonda, and I don't remember the third one.
So I'm gonna call shenanigans based on the fact that you said Jane Fonda.
No,
I
seriously.
can't imagine Diane Keaton and Jane Fonda were paid or like, yeah, I'm gonna accept money to make a movie about us reading this book, 50 Shades of Grey.
It's 100% true.
It is. Well,
It's
actually,
100%
it's a group of 4 ladies. Excuse me. It's Diane Keaton, Jane Fonda, Candice Bergen, and Mary Steenburgen.
My
To
wife
quote-
looked at the trailer and said, "Huh, that would be
Richard
fun."
Dreyfuss is in it. Andy Garcia, Craig T. Nelson.
I now have a use for Richard Dreyfuss. He was in Book Club with Diane Keaton.
Mary.
With Diane Keaton and Jane Fonda. That way,
Ta-da.
that blessed arrangement, that dream within a dream. Stand your ground.
A funny story about this scene. I did a play in high school. It was called Fools, which is, I think, a Neil Simon production. Not sure. But they legit, the guy told our drama teacher, "Hey, so I'm playing the preacher in this play, and I'm going to do it just like Princess Bride." And the teacher responded, "The hell you are." It's one of my favorite moments ever.
The dread pirate Roberts takes no survivors.
True love.
Yeah. Yeah, Book Club was a movie. It's about these 4 elderly women who, like, 3 of them don't have, like, husbands or men or anything, and they read 50 Shades of Grey, and then they find
See, that makes more sense.
It's about, like, I think
But
3
it's still-
Hey, Robert watched the entire trilogy.
of 50 Shades? I did.
I know.
In September. They're not good.
I watched parts
Book Club
of
was
the
better.
first one.
Book Club was better.
I imagine Book Club was better.
Book Club was better than all 3 combined.
Exactly.
Why is there fear behind your eyes? God, that's a big FU moment. FU Humperdinck. Fezzik, turn his arms off. Oh, you mean this gate key?
Oh, you mean this skate key?
That dream within a dream. If you didn't say it, you didn't do it. Oh, he already said one of my favorite lines in this whole movie, which is "Life is pain, Highness." Anybody who says differently is selling something.
The acting. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
The physical humor.
Mandy Patinkin is great too. I think Mandy Patinkin is my favorite performance of this movie. Kill the dog, one of the giant. Leave the rest for question. This is also the first movie I ever saw that had a swear word in it. I distinctly remember that. Like my parents didn't know. Like my sister saw this movie before I did, and they didn't know if they wanted to let me see it because I'm 2 years younger than she is, because it has the word bitch in it.
That's bitching.
Rad. Lit. Is that what I said earlier? Oh, lit.
Yeah, I lost a little respect for you.
That was like mockingly saying it. I don't actually say that word. It disgusts me.
Bitchin'?
No, lit.
Bitch.
Oh, lit. Yeah. Lit comes out of the mouth, similar to how moist does.
Yeah, I don't hate moist. I don't like that. Or I don't mind that word.
I hate lit more than I hate moist.
Yeah, for sure.
Moist.
Bull.
You know what word I hate? The word
Bull.
sure.
Bull.
Bull is weird.
Bull.
Okay, any word is weird if you say it enough times.
Thank you, Ted.
It is. I got your reference. I knew where you were going with that.
Thank you. I was waiting for you to.
Oh, I got it. Bull.
What movie?
It's How
How I Met Your Mother, one of the greatest TV series ever.
It is my favorite TV series of all time.
Not quite mine.
You are hot.
It is my third favorite comedy.
It's my
it's my favorite sitcom, but not my favorite comedy.
It's my favorite live action show of all time because I do love Phineas and Ferb, which you can find on the podcast called PWCA, or Podcast Without a Cool Acronym, where Chance Ellis and I go through and review every single episode of Phineas and Ferb one by one.
It's 104 days of summer vacation. It's took so
Yeah.
long just to end it, but the annual problem of our
Generation.
Was the biggest How I Met Your Mother fan all the way to the
like
last
maybe
Building a rocket or fighting
cover it something that doesn't.
Hey, I'll go
Different time always creating nanorobots looking for size
Can
springs
you
over
shut
here.
up?
Finding
Painting
and then they're driving your sister insane. Phineas. Usually, as you can see,
there's a whole
lot of stuff to do before school starts this fall. So stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna. Yeah, we lost Cody. So stick with us, cause Phineas and Ferb are gonna do it all. Mom, Phineas and Ferb are making a title sequence. Damn. That was a good time.
Hi, Cody.
That was the worst thing I've ever been a part of in my entire life.
This is also okay. This is actually, I have a lot of favorite lines in this movie. This is up there. This is in the top 10 lines of this movie. What Wesley says to Buttercup as she's about to like stab herself.
As you wish. No.
No, nope.
I'm gonna kill myself. As you wish. How I Met Your Mother used to be my favorite show of all time, and that last season.
I love the last season.
I love the last season.
The last season.
I even like the finale.
You can't build an entire show on the premise of How I Met Your Mother when you met the mother in the first episode and you.
But rewatching the series, they hint very well as to like where they're going to end it. And it's good. It's good in that sense because you see, like, you go back to the episodes, it's like, oh, that makes a lot of sense now because they're like a lot of I find the more times that I rewatch the ending, the more times I understand why they did it that way.
I agree. I like that they did it that way.
Sue still hates it.
A lot of people do. And like I understand the
I
frustrations because it's like
I wish she was awake. I'm gonna text her, see if she's awake. She might be.
I get that it's different because it's like not what you expected, but also I think
it insulted me.
I think it's really good storytelling.
No, it's lazy storytelling.
No, it's not.
It's 100% lazy storytelling. When you pay off the entire time of like, no. I think they literally curbed to other fans' opinions on that show.
No, because they had to know the ending like pretty early because the kids that they were telling that like the whole premise of the show is that he's telling the story to his kids, and then after like season 3, I think it was, they're like, these guys are getting really old. We have to like figure out where we're ending this. So they filmed the ending of it way back then. So they knew from the get go like this is where they're going.
It's different from something like Last Jedi, which clearly had no direction, where like this clearly
What?
had a direction it was going the entire time.
And now we're back on to Star Wars talk.
I was getting you there, Brooklyn. I'm just saying, I've heard people draw the comparison, and I think it's a very unfair comparison to make.
I just don't feel like you built 9 seasons of this and to cheaply let it go, and just like the ending of the mod, like how it's just that show was literally sitcom gold. That thing rocketed past so many things that I found so like. I loved Seinfeld. I loved Friends. I loved Frasier. Like I love so many great sitcoms that went 10 seasons or like up to that mark. And gosh, I just don't feel like they cashed the way they should have. I get if that's how you liked it. That's what I would have liked. I would have liked that if that's what, like, if they didn't like, oh, no, we're not doing this. Oh, yeah, we're definitely doing this. Sorry. There's no way. Like, I don't know. It just wasn't for me.
Dad, insult me. It won't be the last.
But season 1 through 8, like,
The pain means you're the first and you lose. Be a lift.
beautiful gold.
Season, which was my favorite season?
I don't have a favorite season. They're just all.
I have favorite episodes. Well, not
The seasons that flip,
five.
the stuff that carries over into a sitcom is always what I like about that show, that they do better than any other. Things come back from past seasons and
like recurring gags, you mean?
Yes, like they did it. They've done it the best.
Yeah. Yeah. The reason that How I Met Your Mother is my favorite show right now is because Game of Thrones isn't finished yet.
Okay.
And I don't trust saying that's my favorite when I don't know how it ends.
That's fair.
Because they have 6 Game of Thrones. I mean, briefly, Game of Thrones has 6 episodes to wrap up 100 characters of storyline, and that's a lot to do. Also,
Breaking Bad is my favorite TV show of all time.
I've never seen it.
Oh man,
I don't watch TV.
It's on.
I haven't watched a single episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones is all I watch for TV. That's all I do.
I just started Ozark. That show is phenomenal. It makes me seem like why I love Jason Bateman is one of my favorite actors. That dude is brilliant.
Oh, speaking of Jason Bateman, Arrested Development is also a really awesome show.
I never got into it.
Oh, Arrested Development, super funny. My uncle is essentially Job.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Sorry, I haven't seen the show.
Right. No. That's fine. I made the reference, and then I'm like, wait a minute here. Why did I make that reference? And none of them have watched the show.
Somebody watching it will get it.
Yeah.
I want to see if my wife's ever watched How I Met Your Mother.
What was that?
I want to see if my wife has ever watched it, because if she hasn't, I would gladly
rewatch it.
Yeah.
Man, we've like Sue and I, at the time we've been dating, we've watched the series at least 4 times now, start to finish.
Oh, I've watched it. I think 5 or 6.
Because they're not super long, so you can play.
It's 22 minutes an episode. Yeah. And there were 4 white horses. And I thought, there are 4 of us. Where we find the lady? Hello, lady.
Go ahead,
Brooklyn. Go ahead.
I was going to say another great television program, but this is for Canadians. Is This Hour has 22 minutes. Is one of the greatest satirical news comedies ever. It's fucking hilarious.
What is?
This Hour has 22 minutes. It's ran for at least 10 seasons.
I feel like Sandy will agree with you in the old chat.
Yeah, well, I'll mention This Hour has 22 minutes, and then we'll probably get onto a conversation about how Rick Mercer is incredibly hilarious.
I was just gonna mention real quick. There is a sequel book to this film. Well, the book is loosely, or the movie is loosely connected with the book, but the sequel book starts out with Buttercup is pregnant with a kid, and Fezzik dies protecting Buttercup. The second book gets dark, which is why I'm very, very glad that they did not make a sequel, because this movie is perfect in every way. So
what if somebody said they were remaking it? How would you feel? That's like me with the Lion King right now.
Like I wouldn't mind modernizing like the effects and stuff like that, but even the effects in this movie don't look bad at all. Like this movie's 87, like it doesn't. It feels like early 2000s for effects. Maybe that's just because I saw it in the early 2000s a lot, but like
on Collider Live, they were talking about Lion King. Is it live action? Is it animated? Blah blah blah, and like. I had to turn off their show because I was like, I don't even care to listen to this because they'll defend it, and I'm not on board with it at all. Like, everybody showed me the comparison trailer between the original and the new one, and I'm like, great, they do a shot-for-shot remake. I don't really care. That doesn't make me... I just don't get in that movie why you bring back James Earl Jones, but you don't bring back Jeremy Irons.
Yeah.
Makes no sense to me. No sense.
Oh, God, I love that ending of this movie, so... As you wish.
Gosh. 201 for Robert Parker. He's watched this 201 times.
I've watched this movie somewhere between 200 and 300 times. Probably, maybe even more than that. I'm not even kidding.
It's probably Lion King level for me.
Yeah, I've seen this movie a lot.
Lion King's the only one that I've ever, like, the movie played, and then I had the old VHS where it would rewind.
Yep.
And it'd start again, and I sat there and watched it again.
Yeah, when I saw Saw for the first time, I'm like, it's Wesley! It's Wesley in Saw! I think that might have been, like, when I first got the idea of, like, what an actor was.
Wow.
All right, so as the credits roll, we'll just do plugs and outro quick. Before we do plugs, let's just go around to our panelists, get quick thoughts on the movie. Brooklyn, keeper of the chat and watcher of nothing, how did you feel about being on this watch along?
This was incredible. I have been grinding away at 2 cent, 5 cent while you guys are watching this movie. I have not been as successful, but it was a great chat. And even when you guys were getting to like certain moments, I'm like, oh yeah, they're like because I've seen clips of the movie, but never been from like start to finish. But it's a great time to be here and watch along. Just to sort of like commentate and sit back and relax.
Yeah, absolutely, and you're welcome on anytime. Next week we'll be doing Princess Bride again. So no, we're not. We haven't figured out what we're doing next week yet.
That's
but
you.
We will have that conversation. Is it really my pick again?
It's your pick.
All right, I will figure out what we're doing for next week. But with that being said, Cody, final thoughts on the movie and on the watch along.
It's amazing. Too bad it would turn out to be like food with Brooklyn and Robert, but hey, it's still I was able to watch it, and they're defenders of How I Met Your Mother's last season, so I'm looking for a new client. Robert is fired. No, I'm just kidding. I know it was a great time. I'm excited for next week. I'm always excited watching movies with people I get along with because there's never really like a back and forth gripe, so it was fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And once again, this is my favorite movie of all time. Even though we weren't, commenting, quoting every single line as the entire movie went on, I had a great conversation about stuff involved with the movie, stuff that wasn't quite part of the movie. It's what watch-alongs do, and I really like it. As much as I do really enjoy times like The Departed where we just get sucked in the movie, I also enjoy going on tangents sometimes too. So it's a good mix. If tonight's watch-along wasn't for you, there are other ones where we literally sit there in silence and watch the movie. So if you prefer those, go ahead and check those out as well. But let's just go around and do plugs real quick. Brooklyn, master of chat, what are your plugs? Where can people find you online? You can
find me on Instagram and Twitter at TheRealBK10, the number of the word. You can also find me right here on T3 Productions, running not one but two shows. Jukebox Trivia on Monday. We do a various music trivia, debate, and countdowns. Be sure to check out the episode that we are doing this upcoming Monday, where I take on the imitator who likes and once. What is it? Imitation is the greatest form of flattery. So once again, Cody, thank you once again for imitating me. So that prove that you are a flatterizer of myself. I take on Cody and dance off as the final spot for the journey to the crown. And then on Thursday, I do Late Night with Take 3, a various topical pop culture podcast. Be sure to check out the episode that we do this upcoming Thursday, which is our favorite boxing movies with the release of Creed 2 last week.
Absolutely. And Cody, Dad, what are your plugs? Where can people find you?
You can find me on Facebook at Cody Newberry. You can find me on Take Three Productions, helping on like 4 shows. But you can find me Wednesdays with Watchalong. Thursday, even though I'm the champion and we can't push back time because I need 30 minutes to be able to be on stream. Late night would take 3. That's how you properly say it, Brooklyn. Friday, you can find me helping run Full Metal Geek over at Full Metal. They do a great job. Robert's the question writer. He does amazing, and RJ schedules, and I pretty much just mispronounce everything. Sunday, you can find me as a grumpy old man in the corner telling everybody they're wrong on Rankum. This week is Christmas movies, which I'm so pumped to argue and fight about. And Monday, you can find me beating Brooklyn in his own house of music debate. So tune into that.
Cody, It's a Wonderful Life better make it on, because last year when we did Full Metal 5 for Christmas,
Jingle all the way!
Jingle All the Way beat It's a Wonderful Life, and I will
And
not.
Christmas Vacation.
I will not stand for this tomfoolery. As for me personally, you can find my personal accounts on Twitter and Letterboxd at RBRTPRKR98. That is my first and last name, no vowels plus a year. Other than that, you can find me here doing admin and hosting duties on Take 3 Productions, specifically here Wednesday nights on Watchalongs, where Cody and I, and sometimes Linus, host our weekly Watchalongs at 8 p.m. Eastern. And you can find me doing occasional appearances on Rankum and occasional appearances on Late Night with Take 3. Hopefully I can start to be a little bit more consistent. Won't be on this week. But I will hopefully be more consistent with being on that show, because it is my favorite. Obviously, besides the stuff that I host, I really enjoy Late Night with Take 3. Other than that, you can also find me, as Cody said, the head question writer and a host and admin over at Full Metal Media, specifically Full Metal Geek. And is that it? No, I've got 2 podcasts. I'll just go through them really, really, really quickly. The first, that Chit Chat with Zach, where we talk about movies, music, and pop culture nonsense. And I have Podcast Without a Cool Acronym, or PWCA, with Chance Ellison, where we review every episode of Phineas and Ferb. And that's it. I'm also a Fan and Fight single champion at Multiplex Entertainment, and I will stay that way. We'll see you. Have a great night.